Following up for you on the animal abuse investigation involving a local man and his service dog named Doji. An investigation is underway to figure out if a Washington County animal control officer went too far to control that dog.
Doji may now lose her eye after she was beaten with what they call a bite stick. Tim Becker joins us live outside the animal shelter where the officer works. Were you able to follow up with that officer today, Tim?
Well, Jeff, we certainly tried to, but he is not being allowed to talk to reporters about the incident. We just want to hear what really happened. Nobody actually saw when physical force was used by the animal control officer, but I did track down one neighbor who said he offered to help him with the situation.
You know, at that point, the animal control officer that was there earlier collapsed a collapsible baton, closed it back up, put it in his pocket, and I asked them if they're going to notify the owners and let them know what happened. They said yeah.
Bill Erno tells me he regularly walks his dogs by the house where Doji, the black lab, lives. The place
Your dog may have been injured.
that Marlon Starr found this on his door Tuesday afternoon.
And I came home at 3:30, 3:40 in the afternoon. So I am so grateful and thankful that I got home early to be able to catch this in time, that it did not turn towards the worst.
He tells me Doji's eye will be surgically removed next week. We were there when she made another trip to the vet this afternoon for more treatment of the injury that Erno tells me just doesn't add up.
It's just knowing the dogs, they don't seem to be that aggressive to me. I was a little surprised when I heard that they had to actually smack Doji.
He says Doji and her housemate Lucy have never been aggressive. So I followed up with a visit to the Washington County Animal Shelter today, where the officer Hoyt Stepp works. Nobody would speak on camera, but they told me Stepp is now limited to non-field work while the investigation continues. They also tell us they knew Stepp was investigated for shooting and killing a dog while responding to an incident while he worked in Alaska 10 years ago. He was exonerated in that case.
The biggest difference between this case and the other case involving this officer is the fact that there are witnesses in this case.
People like Erno, who tells me he offered to help put the dogs back where they belong, but was turned down by Stepp and his supervisor.
I asked them if they're going to notify the owners and let them know what happened. They said yeah. And I took off. And it was the following day that Marlon told me that they actually had struck Doji.
Well, Doji's owner got 2 tickets totaling $742 for his dogs running loose in the street. He says he's going to go to court, plead not guilty, and fight that all the way. Meantime, Washington County Animal Services says they won't comment on the situation until they see the police report when the investigation is over. Reporting live in Hillsborough, Tim Becker, KOIN 6 News.